everybody, this is Oksana. Today we're going to be making this fun pendant which uses a top drilled bead, and I want to say a huge thank you to Rio Grande for sponsoring this video. I'm using their wonderful copper wire in round shape to make this design, so if you want to see how to do this, just keep watching. I'm going to be using round wire for this video in 20 gauge as well as 28 gauge. It is dead soft copper and it is from riogrande.com. The tools I'm going to be using is wire cutters to cut my wire. These are the Swanstrom brand wire cutters, and then my pliers are both the Lindstrom brand. I have my regular pliers, which are RX 7890, and then my round nose pliers, which are the RX 7590. This is my stone that I'm going to be using. It's an Ocean Jasper, and it's basically like a cabochon shape, a teardrop cabochon with a hole drilled at the top. A lot of times sellers, especially on Etsy, will offer drilling services for their stones, and they can drill a hole for you, or sometimes you can find these already drilled. Sometimes they'll be called pendant beads instead of cabochon when it's just like a large stone with a hole at the top, or alternatively you may drill stones yourself if you have a Dremel and the pieces needed to drill a stone. So I am going to measure this real quick, but the size actually doesn't really matter. So mine is almost exactly 40 millimeters, or just a smidge over an inch and a half. So we're going to be using the hole to attach the wire, and we're going to be focusing on this top portion to make the bail. So this bottom portion doesn't really matter. It could be longer, it could be wider, it could be bigger, it can be shaped differently, like come to a point, for example. It doesn't really matter. What matters is this top portion here, and I'm going to be demonstrating on teardrops, so I have kind of a point at the top, but if this is more rounded and it's like an oval, that will work as well. I'm going to start with one piece of that 20 gauge wire, and it is 14 inches long. What I'm going to do is just bring the ends of my wire together, and by doing that, I'm going to kind of fold it in half like so. And I'm gonna kind of continue crisscrossing it until I just have this little loop here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pliers, just the regular pliers, and I'm gonna come in here where that little crisscross is underneath the loop, and I'm just going to kind of squish it by pressing down on it with my pliers, and I'm going to also just run my fingers down the wires to straighten them. And then what that's going to do, you can see that because I press this way, one wire is on top of the other wire, but that's okay. We can just fix that by pressing on the little loop, the little circle. And let me just kind of get these a little closer. There's just a tiny little gap between them. So this is ultimately what you will end up with, a little loop, and then the two wires side to side, kind of next to each other like that. So this portion is going to be our bail. So we're going to weave our bail now. We're going to be using that 28 gauge round wire I showed you earlier, and I'll demonstrate a weaving pattern for you. I will also link a video for this weaving pattern in case this may be your first time weaving, so I will link that below. But also feel free to do other weaving patterns if you have a favorite one that you like to do, that you're more comfortable with, or you just like it better. Feel free to do that. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my wire, I'm gonna slide it down here in between my two wires. Then this little end here, I'm just gonna hold it between my fingers, and then I'm holding this little loop. All right, so now my wire is in between both of the wires like this. So what I'm gonna do is form a loop around the bottom wire by bringing this up. Now it looks like there's a little loop around the bottom wire. Then I'm going to go ahead and bring this over the top wire and in between the wires from front to back like this, and that forms what looks like a little loop around the top wire. Now I'm gonna just bring it up again like this and just kind of over everything, and I'm gonna bring it down, but this time down across both of the wires like this. Then I'm going to position it going up and then put it in between, right here, in between my two wires, coming towards me and then down, and that forms a loop around the bottom wire again. So now the pattern is repeating. Okay, so that was the bottom wire. I'm bringing it up. It's okay that it's sliding around. Just kind of push it back into place. You also don't have to hold this wire anymore. It was just in the beginning to like get started. Also, sorry, I have like paint all over my hands. I thought I got it all, but I'm noticing little bits. I was doing some painting. So if you see that. So now it's coming over the top of this top wire, and we're going to put it in between, forming a loop around that top wire. And now we're going to bring it over everything like this, down across both wires. Okay, and now it repeats again. We're making that wrap around the bottom wire, we're making that wrap around the top wire, and then we're bringing it down across both. All right, so here's a close-up of what that looks like. Do periodically kind of push it this way, either with your fingers or your pliers. You don't want it to get really spaced out, but this is the weaving pattern, a very tight weaving pattern, and you can just do this for about 3/4 of an inch. So once you get to that length, what you want to do is trim this little wire that we started with, but don't trim this one, okay? So just the wire end from the very beginning, and then that little wire end in there, we trimmed it, but you just also want to press on it a little bit so it's not sticking up. Okay, like that. And now what we're gonna do is we are gonna give it a slight curve, all right, but not too much, because that's gonna make it more difficult. And we're gonna take this wire here. Sometimes the hole in the stone can fit both wires, but I want to demonstrate what happens when it can only fit one, because then you know what to do. This will work for all types of stones. So this hole probably could have fit both wires. So I'm going to put one wire, the rightmost wire, through here. So this wire is going to just stay here down across the front. Then I'm going to take this wire, kind of give it a little curve, so that I can get it a little closer to this gap. All right, I just want to just gently guide it through. That's why I kind of curved it, so it doesn't get like a sharp bend in the wire. Then I'm going to take this and guide it down. You can take your pliers as well and just kind of press on that. So this is going to be your bail up here now. Okay, so if you just straighten this wire back up, this is your bail. You can kind of give it a little bit more of a squeeze, and then as you do that, bend this wire to the right side, and that's going to lock this in place in that position. All right, so here's our wire on the right hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wire and just slightly curve it to the right, because this is where eventually it's going to go. But what I want to do before that is, the reason I didn't cut this wire is because I am going to keep wrapping it around and around just that single wire now. All right, like this. See how I got that going? So we're gonna do that for a little bit. All right, so I've done that for a little bit. I'm gonna leave this in case it needs to be longer. I kind of did it to like where the stone starts. This will depend on your stone size, so just do a little bit, enough to make a loop, and then we'll continue with this wire because it's kind of hard to predict, right? All the stones are different thicknesses and sizes. It's hard to predict how long to make this portion. So I'm going to curve it all the way around like this, okay? All right, so that was enough for the curve, and I will continue this, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add this other wire. Now I'm going to take this wire from the back, I'm going to give it a bit of a curve so that I can put it kind of through my bail like this and just kind of pull on it a little bit. So it's going through the bail. Mine got some kinks in it now, so I'm just trying to kind of straighten it a little bit with my fingers, because what I want to do is I want to have it follow this wire along. So I needed it on this side so it can kind of start in the same positioning, and then I'm going to kind of give it a bit of a curve and then just follow that other wire along. Now it's up to you whether you put it right next to the wire or if you leave a little bit of spacing, whatever you think looks good to you. Okay, like that. And then when the two wires have come together, this is when we are going to weave around the both of them. We are going to do that same exact pattern that we did. So one loop around the bottom wire, one loop around that top wire, and then down across both. All right, that's the pattern from our bail, and we're just going to follow that. You just want to connect the two wires together. You don't want to go very far onto the edge of the stone, so just here. And I kind of stopped when my wire was in between both of these wires. Here it is in the middle of those. So now position your bail so it's centered because it has some movement to it. All right, so position it and then take these two wires and bend them around the edge like so. All right, and now bend them around this edge. And now we are going to lay them next to, right here next to this little wrap. We're going to take this wire, we're going to just kind of, let's bring it down underneath everything, and let's bring it in between those two wires. Okay, like this. So I can do a little bit of that same pattern where I wrap around the bottom wire, I wrap around the top wire, and then down across both, and then bottom wire, and then top wire. And now I'm going to bend the bottom wire down now that I've attached them, and I am going to keep wrapping around that top wire only. All right, just like this. You want this long enough to where it's going to go all the way around to the back. So what you want to do now is leave the wire, but leave a nice long end to it. Go ahead and bend that around to the back like this. Let's just kind of fix up our bail in case that shifted out of place. And then here on the back, we're gonna take this wire and we're gonna work it underneath the other wires. If you can get it just under one of them, that's totally fine, just so that we're attaching this to something. Just so it's not like loose. And I think I'm just gonna do that one more time just to have a nice strong attachment here, like this. And now that I've done that, I can wrap around only the bottommost wire, that single wire that we're attaching. I'm gonna give it just a few wraps because that is gonna help it from unraveling. Then I'm gonna trim a little wire end like that. I'm going to tuck that underneath so the wire end is hidden away. I'm going to trim this wire and leave myself enough to make a little curl, and I'm going to do that to this wire as well. Now it's up to you how big of a curl you want to make, what you like, so just act accordingly. And then we're going to grab our round nose pliers and we are going to take this. I like to just kind of squish the end of the wire and then make a little curl like that to finish off the wire on the back. If you wanted to, if you don't like this curl being on the back, you could have brought this all the way around to this edge, attached it here, and made that curl on the front. Then you would have two curls on the front, okay? But I'm just gonna have the one. It's up to you. So now I'm just taking that front wire and giving it a little curve, making that little curl. And you can just use your pliers if you need to, adjust it to however you want the positioning of that to go. And now this might still have a little bit of movement, but very little, because this is kind of locking around it. So here is the finished piece. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please leave me a like down below and don't forget to subscribe. I post new videos every weekend. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.